Definitely Lou DiBella. After I beat Wolak on Showtime last year, it was not a lot of people knocking on the door for fights. I got with Eddie, I think, a month before, and I said, Coach, we only got 4 weeks. And he said, well, Champ, I've never went to a fight without 8 weeks. I said, well, if I don't take this fight, I might not get another one. And he said, well, let's go to work. And we never talked about it again. And, you know, for me, to go on that fight with only a month notice and to perform like we did was great. So I did not think it would take me 9 months to get another fight, but it did. And we fought a tune-up fight, and then we had some opportunities fall out by the wayside. Lou came in and took a chance on me when a lot of promoters wouldn't, and I'm grateful for that. I want to tell Lou thank you, and everybody at DB, Joe Campbell, and everybody. I don't think I consider myself some veteran that's been around the block. I've been in the game long. I've had a lot of setbacks. I've lost some key fights that the great Harold Letterman thought I won. It's a cool pal. I sit there and tell you, as an athlete, if you perform at a high level and you feel like you left something in the ring, that's how I felt when I fought Saku. I felt I left, I could have did more. So whenever I see Harold and he said, you beat Saku, I said, Harold, I lost. I said, I lost. I felt like I left a little in the ring. Well, Julio, same thing. I felt like I left a little in the ring. When I hooked up with Eddie, everything changed. I changed. We brought in Robert Shadini and the guy that trained Chad Dawson, the best light heavyweight in the world. And this has been a great camp. For once in my life, I feel like, you know, I hope the young man is ready to go to war because I am. There's no more leaving in the ring and leaving the ring and not feeling like I've done enough, even if Harold has me winning or not. It's going to be a great fight. I look for the best Daniel Jacobs to show up. I've never seen the kid fight. Just never had the need to watch him, to see him fight. I've only watched guys that's in my weight. He was always a weight class ahead of me, so I've never even seen him throw a punch, and I like it like that. I got the DVD of him and gave it to my coach because he's the teacher, and he's came up with a great game plan. I worked with some great guys during that 9 month. I went and sparred Vernon Forrest to help him get ready for Sergio Mora, and Al Mitchell, and all those guys was great, so that's very unfortunate. What happened down there hit me pretty hard. He was a stand-up guy, came and picked me up at the hotel, took me to dinner, talked about his career, all the setbacks he had over the years, and so it was really rough when that happened to him. And I went to spar James Kirkland, ironically, for when he fought Julio, and I was completely out of shape. I hadn't seen Eddie for about 3 months, and I said, you know, I'm gonna go down there. And Eddie said, well, go ahead, champ. I said, well, I want to test myself. I said, he's a strong guy. I know I'm not in no shape. And I said, I want to see where I'm at mentally. If this, you know, if this boxing, if I can really hang with this lion. Like, you know, I know he wants to tear my head off because I said some things about him in the press. So I'm going to go down there anyway. And I went down there and I sparred 50-some rounds with him. And I probably took more punches in that training camp than I did in any time as a professional, just because I knew I was in no shape. And Eddie could tell you he hadn't seen me for months. But that showed me a lot about myself and a lot about the character that I have. And to go down there with him, and then Wolf said, baby, I can never see nobody go 50 rounds with James and him not stop him. I said, she said, you got a lot of heart. She said, you could fight Dog Collar right now. I said, who's Dog Collar? She said, Angulo. I said, they're not going to fight. So this has been hard, it's been a long road, but like I said, I will not lose this fight. It's just not happening. I mean, I hope he shows up. And I hope he brings out the best because I'm bringing out the best. I've sparred both of these guys up here. I've sparred De La Hoya. Granted, Bernard took it easy. He just used me for speed when he was fighting Tarver. Me and Shane had some good wars in the gym. And when he was getting ready for De La Hoya the second time, I sparred De La Hoya, I sparred Vargas. I've been around the block. I felt like I'm a veteran in sparring more so than fighting. And like I said, I hope he shows up because I know what it's going to take, and I want to make my team proud. Eddie's like a dad to me because I grew up with an asshole jerk dad that didn't want to take responsibilities as a father, so I couldn't even tell you to be sitting in this room right now, and I couldn't even tell you what he looks like. But Eddie has taken that role, and I can go to him for advice, and, you know, and I look at him like a father, and I want to make him proud, and I don't want to disappoint him at all. So when he tells me to do something, I do it. And I like I said, I look up to him like a dad, and I want to make him proud. And on Saturday night, he will be proud of his son.